Good morning everyone, it's Alisa Tilsner in the Blends and Beyond Facebook group. Welcome. We are going to do one of the flowers in this image and it may or may not work. I'm just taking it from some of the colouring that I've been doing in my little personal, oops, hang on a minute. Whoops. Right, in my personal colouring, and I thought I would see whether I could turn it into one of ours. So let me just zoom in. So we're just going to do that main flower here today, and we'll be using pencils. We're going to try and add a little bit of form and detail to it. Okay, so I've got here I've got Highland Heather, dark and light, and the Bubble Bath in the dark as well. So we'll start off, I think I'll use my bullet tip for this one. So we're just going to start off with our dark, and then we're going to cover that whole lot with our light, and I have stamped this in Smoky Slate. So we're just going to do the basic round with the blends at the moment. So dark, a little bit of shadow around there. To keep my hand on this, it's very cold this morning. I'll be glad when winter is over and my glass mat is back to its normal temperature. Okay, in the middle, flicking out. Ah, Jacinta, you're at work. Sneaky, sneaky. Does that mean you're on a smoko break or something? Good morning, Michael. So I'm only just doing the one image. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure it's going to turn out, but that's what playing and practicing is all about, right? If you can't, if you've got something in your head and you think, oh, I wonder if it'll work, have a crack, have a try. It doesn't matter. It's only colouring. What's the worst that can happen? You throw it away and you start again. Okay, so that's my Highland Heather. So now I've got my Bubble Bath dark here, and I'm just going to just give it a little pink tinge. So this is the same type of method that I've been doing in my personal colouring. So it's a different shape flower, which I have been doing, so which is why I don't know if it'll work or not. Right, so I've got some pencils here. These ones are Prismacolor. So I've got a dark well, this one's actually a Derwent one, which is purple. And I'm just going to redefine these edges a little bit, because the flower that I have been doing is made up of lots of little flowers, and it's got a really dark background, and I've been using the purple just to define the petals, because you've probably seen it anyway in some of my posts that I've been putting up for my daily colouring. So this counts as my daily colouring, 17, right? Okay, this one is Process Red, which is 994, and I'm just going to give a really light hue of pink to it. Oh, good. Okay, I have to keep remembering, every time I do a live, Facebook changes where the comments and stuff are, and they disappear after a time, and then if I don't look up constantly, the comments disappear on me. Okay, so just giving that a light hue of pink just to give it a little bit of an undertone. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my violet, which is a 932, and this is where my shaping is going to take place. So I am actually going to start on, I'm going to start on this petal here, because I sort of feel like it's similar shape to what I have been working on. So I'm going to try and add a little bit of form to this and have it so that all these individual little petals are cupping. So So I'm going to start off and just really lightly, I'm just doing a little arch here that follows the same outline as the petal. And I'm just going to bring it down and around. And then I'm just going to really gently colour that inside of that little cup there, that little C. So you can see that it's like starting to take a little bit of shape already. And I'm just going to bring that over and extend it out, and I'm going lighter as I come out. So then I'm going to switch to, I've got a Parma Violet here next, and I'm just going to, because these little petals here are quite wider than what I've been colouring in my personal colouring, so I'm just going to drag that out just a little bit with, it's just a slightly different colour. So then I can come back in with my violet and just sort of enhance that area a little bit more, and I can always go back and add deeper color if I need to. Okay, then I have a grade lavender, and I'm just going to lighten that little edge up just around that little edge there. Okay, and so on to the next petal. So I'm going to put my white down because I don't think I'll probably use that. So this one's a little bit wider again than this one here. And I might actually leave that one till last just because it's a little bit different. So again, I'm just going to do a little cup following the same form and bring it down. So it's just like a little hook. And then I'm going to colour that inside. So I always leave the ones that I sort of think, oh, I'm not 100% sure about. I always sort of leave them till last, until I've warmed up on these other petals, so to speak. And I'm just going with light pressure, and then I'll just give that a little bit of highlight to that edge there. See, now I can see that this one is darker than the original petal that I did, so I can come back in and sort of deepen that up a little bit just so that it matches. Just give it a little bit of a harsher edge there. So you can see that we're starting to get a little bit of cupping in our petals going on. Okay, come round the bottom. And again, the same. You can do your little cupping from the other side if you wanted to. If you wanted, if you wanted to give it a little bit more, you could do it from both sides. So it's just a matter of playing around and seeing what you like. And also just by looking at the petal and thinking, well, maybe it sort of leans itself to the other direction. And as you get more comfortable with them, they become a little bit quicker to do. Now this one's being hidden a little bit, so we want to pop a little bit of shadowing under this area. And same. Yep, wrong one. So if you're doing a different colour flower, just pick out pencils that you think will suit. All right, so this one's our big guy. So we're going to take it from around here in a bigger loop, following the edge of that outline. And then extending with the Parma Violet out. I can probably go a little bit deeper in here. I think that petal has turned out probably better than I did have a practice run before I jumped on live, and I tell you it was dreadful. I stamped in basic beige, and I didn't bring in like, because when you look at the hopefully this is in screen, when I should stand up, when you look at the actual image, it's got all these little dots around it. So I've actually taken, the first time I did it, I took it to here, but this time I've actually taken it right into here. So I've gotten rid of those little dots. You can pop in, you know, a colored center there if you want. So that's pretty much it. I keep scooching off a screen, so apologies for that, and hopefully it's close enough that you can see. If you want, you can perhaps come in with a little white if you want to lighten up those little areas a little bit more. So don't forget that darker colors makes things appear further away, and lighter colors bring them out. So if you want to get a real cupped look, then you'll need to make sure that those little centers there are a bit dark. So there we have it. Hopefully you go and have a little bit of a play with this. You can really make that one flower the masterpiece out of all of your little flowers there if you want. So, and then also encourage you to go and have a look at what other stamps you have and see whether you can add a little bit of form to some of your images that way as well. Okay, that's it from me. So just a real quick and easy one, but again, we are doing our 30-day coloring, so this counts as my coloring, right? Okay, we'll catch you again another day. See you later.